Hello, welcome back. Last time I finished Stuck in the Muck. I think today I'm going to pay a visit to Four-Brain Island. Let's try. I am a fan of Seep. This name implies that it might involve Seep by Pekka. It's chilly down in the depths and strange beings lurk about. Let's go here. Seep puzzles, please. I don't believe I've played any Pekka architecture before. This will be my first time. Okay, so release guard, have him kill the dudes. Okay. So go around enough times and he'll lose enough distance that he'll decide, oops, that the center is more optimal, and do that. And this is enough for me. I can finish the rest myself. Good. So now just find a way to kill the guard like that. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, so find a way not to kill the guard. I gotcha. Fair enough. So I guess I can go around again. And that'll be okay, because you'll do that. But I can't. There we go. Okay, good. Now let's just circle each other for a moment, and you can die out here. Okay. Works for me. Yeah. Alright, Seep, pretty cool. So, this can just simply be that. No, not really. It'd be better if it were this. Would it now? Yes. Yes, it would. Alright, and then with the speed potion, I don't need any other additional help. I can just do this. Alright. Is this a 4-brain hold? This feels like 3-brainish to me so far. It's pretty easy. There's a little patch of briar out there for no reason. How odd. Okay, so... drop this as the last trapdoor. These have to be... okay, I see the trick. So the trick here is that yes, you have to drop all those trapdoors. You know, I have no idea what a three-brain hold would look like. Right, so the trick is you don't stab that one, because it needs to diagonal across there. I don't know what a 3-brain hold would look like. Maybe this is a 4-brain hold? I don't know. Again, difficulty ratings are subjective. It's just up to people to decide what the numbers mean to them. Maybe 4 is appropriate for this. This is just going to go by in no time. Okay, so must disarm because trapdoors, that's how... okay, so kill Seep with... I'm not even going to look at what the pressure plates do, I can tell already. So I need 1 on each door. There we go, and I don't even have to... oh, okay. Alright, I will look at what the pressure plates do. Oh! Okay, so there is something more to this. I need all 3 up here in order to do that, because otherwise a Seep will leave. Okay, so then this one is for that, this one is for that. Okay. So that was clearly number 1. I needed all 3 Seep for that. Man, the directional preferences of these guys are kind of weird sometimes. They go horizontally when you wouldn't expect them to. Oh, okay, I see. So by having that one parked in there, I create a smooth surface here so this can slide down there. And that's how I get this to work. Ooh, no it's not. So how I actually get that to work, okay, it's a little bit more complicated. How I actually get this to work is... I'm going to have to bring you all the way down here. Ooh. And then all the way up here, I think. Actually, I'm not so sure about this part. Well, let's have both at once, maybe. No, I'm not sure about this at all. So if they're both up there, maybe that'll delay by a turn? It won't. Oh, okay, so this process is in that order, so that's fine. I think I did get... so what happened there exactly? Yes, okay, so it was 1 more north of where it would have been otherwise. Okay, got it. Okay, that was a little bit tricky. This is not a 3-brain room. Takes at least a little bit of effort. Okay. So, okay, so just force arrow protection, got it. Observe where the force arrows are, and also use the rotator if you need to. Okay. If I rotated that, this would be fine, then I'd rotate again, and I wouldn't be able to get through there. So I go backward, I guess? Other way. So I can do this, and I can't go down there, so then I go back and have these rotated this way so that I can do that. Okay. This will be fine if I go to the south, I think. Not certain I want to keep that rotated. Feels like I do. Okay, so the room is clear, but I can't leave. So let's instead do this. So I'm safe from both. And then I can leave this way. Cool. Okay. That's a nice way to do an arrow rotator room. I don't usually like that as an element, but that was a good use of them. Okay, so platforms. Why platforms? Those don't really directly interact with Seep so much. Which one of these lets me actually... Okay, so it's this one here. This tricky little dude. Well, no, it's not. Alright, I see what you're telling me. So what I need to do is this, and then I can do that. There we go. Alright, I had to think about it for a moment. Oh hey, there's a Seep still there. How did you survive? I was swinging my sword around wildly, and somehow you didn't get caught in it. Okay, great. Speed potion. Pressure plate will toggle those. That'll close those. No sword. Okay, so this is my final killing mechanism, but... Why the double helix of trapdoors? And why is this? This seems like it might be important. Don't feel like I follow what's going on here. Okay, I'm starting to. So I can't survive that. So... What? Now, I don't have to take the speed potion now, but there would be no reason not to. I don't get my sword. There's this weird... oh, I see. That's the key. That's the key to everything. Okay, so I understand why I would want this. The reason I couldn't pass through here is because it was too wide. Oh yeah, and that's one wide. This is too wide, but I can just get there in time. Okay, so... I don't have to drop it in this pattern, but I'm choosing to because I can. It's built to allow it. So really, I want to let these cluster up. Right there. So then speed potion lets me charge through here. And then win this race. Okay. Alright, I'll seep in here. There we go. Alright. And some sort of binary tree sort of thing. And a chair off in the corner. I like the little decorations. Is there one in each room? There's a tunnel for the guard there, I guess. And the pipes. Those little pits. The briar. Not really so much in this room. Nothing decorative here. Nothing decorative there. Okay, not each room, but a lot of them have them. Okay, so, close that, open all those. Yeah, this is literally a binary tree. Okay. Ah, yeah, I see. Cute. So those two go there, everybody else continues this way. So 3 to the right. This is nice. I like this. Oh, well, you're tricky. Okay, so yes, those 3 go there. And I'd like to get as many of these together as I can. That's fine. This can wait. I can fill this later. Yeah, I want as many here as I can, and that's as many as I can. Okay, so that's all but 1. If I can pull 1 out of here, which I can if I do this... no, that won't help. Never mind. Okay, so you continue there. This is very unnecessary. It's fine, though. Alright, so, 3 to the left, the rest to the right. Okay, and you've already found your home, so be careful interacting with those. In fact, let me just do this now, pay attention. Okay. So then all of you need to go this way. Ooh. That's fine, you have a stopper there. This is cool, I like this room. This is very clever. Good stuff. This is real nice. Favorite room in the entry, for sure. Okay, so I got you where you needed to go. You 3 still need to be filtered. Good. Good. Okay, so 1 here, the rest there. Nice. That was so good! Okay, that room was super cool. Not really very hard, but super cool. And that's kind of the point of the contest. Not very hard, but super cool. Okay, yes, that was definitely easier than 5 brains. I don't know how much. I don't know if I agree with 4. I don't know if I would agree with 3. 4 is not far off, though. Okay, what should I do now? So the 7s are probably not going to be 1-session ones. The 4s are probably all going to be that easy. I want to save Duplication Desert for later. I could take a peek here and just kind of... This is going to be a multi-session one. I might want to come here and leave and come back at some point. So instead of just eating up my other easy option, let's go to the hardest one. The architect could not follow the rules. I get the distinct impression that this architect is not trying to win with this entry at all. Thysandaris. Oh boy, what the heck are these? Oh, this is, red rocks or something? Some kind of custom style. In flames? I don't know. I never paid much attention to custom styles. I don't use them. Okay, so 8 brains. 8 brain islands. I'm not going to seriously expect to solve much. Maybe I'll try and solve this room and call that good enough. So I get no control over my sword orientation. I have to start like this. So how do I even survive the initial wave? Here's a way. There's a brain in the room. That's why these are moving as they are. Oh, right. Okay, brain construct packing. Okay, so I cornered myself. I'd mostly like to just get away from here, so I probably don't want to kill too many... Oh, boy. Alright, can I do this? It looks like it. Yes, okay, I got away with that. Can I clear the room? There's a seeding beacon there. I need the constructs on all of these plates, probably? It looks that way. And on the pickaxe token. Okay, so pickaxe lets me push them around. That's a nice facility. Wow, and then it's already 30. So I want them close by for this. Oh yeah, this is going to be a major pain, actually. Actually, is it? Right, so brain not going away, brain keep constructs reviving, in addition to helping them pathfind to me. I don't know how much to my benefit it really is to try and get these on the plates now with my sword, since I have a pickaxe for doing that. It is a lot harder to kill them without destroying them with the pickaxe, but it's doable. Oh, hey, there's a temporal projection. Hey, Briars. You're... Oh. Whoa, dude. Oh, okay. Fascinating. So the projection has to be the one that does all this stuff down here. And I need to not... Okay, so I need to watch what I do with the pressure plates. Okay, there's a lot more to this room than I thought at first. I didn't even notice this existed. Like, that's a really, really important tile to notice exists. Whoopsie. So try not to touch the pressure plates, particularly that one. Oh, that's going to be hard. Mildly hard. Okay, so if I... Hey, don't! Stop that! Just quit it. Dude. Okay, that's why that's hard. Can I get myself into a better position here? Maybe if I do that, maybe if I do that. Yes, that's a better position. Okay. Let's see, in this save I wouldn't have... In this this run I wouldn't have stepped on any checkpoints. So I'll make sure I do that. So the joke of the level name, I believe there was a previous level that had something to do with names of... There was a previous context. Good grief, talking is so hard. There was a previous contest that came a little bit before this, where the level names were important for some reason, and something happened where... Or maybe it was discussed in chat, if people didn't follow the rule, then their level would just be named and this architect couldn't follow the rules. Then the joke here is that Zadaris was trying to make as hard an entry as possible. Maybe not necessarily as hard as possible, but a way harder than a 5-brain entry. So he was not following the rules. Okay, so I avoided the north pressure plate. So I'm good there. Feels as though what I want to do here... Powder keg, floor. How am I... Hold on. This room has to be clear before I can get to the brain. The only way that's going to happen is if the brain... Okay, I think I get it. No, hang on. So is it Bethro or is it the time clone that goes down here? It's actually not entirely clear. If the... So the Briars are the only way I can kill the brain from out here, because that brain has to be dead before I can walk through this. So neither Bethro nor his projection can walk in here and stab the brain, which was my plan up until this point. Record a projection walking in here and stabbing the brain, so I wouldn't have to worry about... Now somebody... Okay, so the projection has to hit that orb, I think? Well, not necessarily. So this is fine. I can allow this to be pressed. It'll close those, but I can still go this way. There's no door there. The seeding beacon has to either be stabbed or destroyed by Briar before I can leave the room and actually have it cleared. It's also possible this is a multipass room and is set up not to allow me to do that, so I would have to open these doors and leave the room with the seeding beacon still on and come back and from a different entrance and clear it later. But nothing about this puzzle suggests to me that the entrance I use is important, so I don't think that's the case here. But it is a possible thing you might need to do for an arrangement like this. Okay, so what is this for specifically? Once the Briar has grown, I can't ungrow it. Could I... Let me step here and experiment for a moment. So yeah, if I want to, I can just go ahead and grow the Briar here. Let me make my experimentation easier. Let's learn some stuff. All of you, go away. I don't want any of you alive. There. Can I grow the Briar by myself, is the question I'm trying to answer here. It looks to me as though the answer is yes, but I want to be sure. Oh, no, it's not going to be, because I can't get straight from here to here. That'll just destroy... Yeah, okay, no, I cannot grow the briar by myself. The only reason I was able to get over this... yeah, over this arrow is because the pressure plate for it happened to be right next to the one for this door. But that's not true for the subsequent doors and arrows. Yeah, anyway. So, that obviously doesn't work. What I don't want to do is have the briar grow in immediately, right? Is that true? Can I just let the briar grow? Do I need to go there myself? If I want to leave the room, I do. So I think what needs to happen is I need to step here, grow the briar, record myself going in here and hitting this, then cancel that, or perhaps, let's see, run away and allow it to happen, but instead... No, wait, that's not right. What? How can I record myself going in here? I can't. That's impossible. I can't hit this orb. Oh, so is this a multi-pass room? Let me prove that I can't hit this orb. The proof is, I cannot step through this until the room is clear. In order for the room to be clear, the brain must be dead. In order for the brain to die, this isn't a fire trap or anything. In order for the brain to die, the briar must grow all the way in here. I have a pickaxe, I can remove briar. Oops. Okay, that's how this becomes possible. Okay, so growing the briar is no problem then. So why do I need the time token? Can I just do it without? Maybe it's supposed to be there to help me push the constructs into place. Okay, so now with that knowledge, I would leave that particular plate empty. Okay, so perhaps the real problem here is... Alright, so... I would want the... Okay. Oh boy. This is really something. This is really something. Actually, I wonder if I could kill the constructs and just use the projections help alongside me to grow the briars in there. And then have the projection hold these doors open for me while I go in there and do that. I think that's perhaps what I'm going to do. Let's try that approach. No, because I require more than 2 of these to be held simultaneously. Because in order to grow briar here, all 5 of these need to be held down at the same time. Because it removes the briar on top of the door when the door closes. Okay. I'm enjoying picking this puzzle apart. This is cool. I'm not all the way there yet. I might yet end up hating this room, but right now I like it. What are these? Those are obstacles. Okay. Just was curious. Okay. The reason I haven't moved in like 10 minutes is because I need a specific plan for what to do here. And from this point onward, it's not clear which course of action is the correct one. I've ruled out a few possibilities, and I've remembered that pickaxes can prune briars, so I know that I can go in here after the briar has grown. I know I cannot destroy all the constructs because more than 2 of these need to be held simultaneously. I might be able to destroy some constructs, but that would probably just be making the puzzle harder for myself. In some ways, but easier in some other ways. I want to verify that I'm parsing this part of the room correctly. You will open all of those, inverting the meaning of these. So that means that in order for briar not to kill anybody who happened to be in here, I need something to stay on... Oh. No, that's not true. I can just have this door close. Just have that clear while I'm in here. And that'll protect me from briar. That only has to be open for as long as... Okay, so here's a question. Do I have any reason not to, without touching this, attempt to grow the briar all the way to the brain. What would be wrong with that? So because, okay, so that's why the powder keg is there and the briar doesn't just kill the brain directly. It's here so that this pressure plate will actually clear off. If the briar were killing the brain, ooh, this is a neat little nuance. So if you were making a room where you get a choice between different ways of killing something, and that something is on a pressure plate, then the killing it with briar will make sure the pressure plate stays down and never pops up. That's neat. This is... okay, I know I'm getting a little off track here. Realizations like this are why it's really good to play other people's architecture or watch LPs or something to get ideas for things to do in a room. Like, I would take that grain of an idea and build a room around it. While I'm video editing, I'll probably write down that thing that I said in my big pile of notes. Someday I'm going to do a video on DROD architecture, where I actually, like, build a hold on camera. But that's where ideas come from that turn into rooms with the way that I do things. Anyway, sorry. Let's actually... okay, so it's been like 15 minutes since I've moved now. So what was my plan? Right, I was trying to answer a question. If I, without stepping on this, hold all these plates for long enough for the briar to kill the brain, will that make the room unsolvable? I certainly still have two different options for dealing with this seeding beacon. I can grow briar all the way in here by tapping this, coming back out, or disappearing if I'm a projection, and then allowing briar to continue growing in there. That would require the constructs, some of the constructs, to still be alive, which is fine. What's nice about killing the brain, even more than changing the way the constructs move, is that they'll just stay dead after the brain is dead. Having an active seeding beacon in a room with constructs will not continue their revival. The room will still count as clear, these gates will open. But in order to... okay, so I don't care about the seeding beacon. That's a problem I can deal with later as long as I still have some construct corpses around. So the one action that I'm sure I don't want to take right now is destroying constructs with the pickaxe. It sure is, Bethro. At some point I do absolutely need to come in here and hit this orb, and then be able to come back out, or disappear if I'm a projection, and either step in here... ah, so stepping in there is bad, so here's a thing that pressure plate does. That will force open all these arrows, but it doesn't matter if this door is closed. I can still be in here, protected from the briar, step on this pressure plate, and remain protected from the briar, as long as those plates are held down. And if I step here, that closes those exits, but I mean, somebody has to, either briar or I have to step here. One of us. Okay, so, okay. Another action I observed that I could do here is to move this brain off the pressure plate without killing it. It'd be interesting to have a room with a linchpin like that, because I have a pushing weapon. That's false. I can't get past the powder keg. Okay. But again, there's another place, another grain of an idea that could turn into a room. Like have a pushing and killing capable weapon, like a caber, pickaxe, or spear, and have something on a pressure plate that you think you want to kill, but you actually just want to push it off and leave it alive. Okay, so why is the time token here? Let me attempt to ignore it, because the thing with a temporal projection is I have to have a very specific plan for what exactly to do with it, and it takes a lot of execution past just having that plan in order to help me. So leaving it out of my solution for now is not making things harder for myself, because without a plan, this doesn't make anything easier, really. Unless I just, like, have him sit in the corner and wave his sword back and forth and try to kill some constructs that way. But again, it's a thing to babysit. So I don't want to mess with it. It's not like a mimic where it's invulnerable, or if it dies, the room doesn't, you know. Okay, so I think my next action here is to set up the constructs in such a way with the pickaxe so that I can quickly kill them all at once, and then have time to be able to put them onto plates. That's not as much time as I'd like, but it's gonna have to do. No, this won't do at all. This is not useful. Okay, so now this has become about construct management. Let me try this and see what happens. That happens. Okay. Yeah, so here's the problem. And perhaps the reason I need the projection. The problem is I just don't have time to deal with constructs and get them into place before they just start respawning. So here's something I absolutely should do. If I am trying to move to grow the briars, which I think I am, I should certainly take as much, grow as much briar as I can right now. So I'm going to be standing here, because I've already seen that I can grow this much briar. There we go. Okay, that's as much briar as I can reasonably grow. I could switch to my sword while I'm doing this, which will make it a little bit easier to kill the constructs. I don't want to kill one there right now because I need that pickaxe. Okay, so let's keep growing that briar. I need construct help to grow it any further than that. Every turn counts here. That looks good, but I don't get much time. Ugh. Brains. Ah, brains. Well, I can get out of this alive. Oh! And with all the constructs alive, but not anywhere near where they need to be. Okay, so I've grown some briars. Don't really have the ability to grow more. Whoa. Okay, so do I want to take my sword or keep the pickaxe? I want to take my sword. So let's see, I don't have to worry about force arrows. Ah, okay, so that's a useful insight. I think I can kill some of these constructs, but I still feel like I shouldn't. So let me focus. Yeah, I'll use a pickaxe for this. Nah, I'm gonna use a sword. Let me focus on getting those center 5 pressure plates filled. Let's see. Well, I've done exactly the wrong thing for that. No, that's not true. I can do this, and then I'm the one... Oh, I'm the one standing there. Okay, so that's good. But it sure would be nice if I were also on those two. Okay, so let's try center 5 and also horizontal... No, bottom and left. Center 5, bottom and left. Let's try it with the pickaxe. In fact, I can do some setup. Ugh, not much. No, I can do some setup. Okay, so I want this, this. That's not the worst. This is not great. Oof. Can I, like, go back and forth between these and get something done? No. Nope, I need construct help. Okay, so I think it feels like the crucial tile that is not getting filled at the moment is the center one. Well, now I've gone back too far. Okay, well, can I do this part better? Can do it different. Alright, center tile, get filled. And you, why don't you be like one away from something that needs to be filled up? It didn't really work, except it kinda did. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, okay, so I'm not killing anything on there if I do that. Oh, construct management. Okay, this is not terrible. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. There we go. I'm standing on everything I need to be standing on. Let's grow some briar. Quick as possible. Brain die? A brain died. Okay, good. That was just barely enough time. Now can I survive? I think the answer is actually no. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, having a construct here and here and not being able to kill them was why I thought that would kill me. Okay, so now I can have all the constructs be dead. I think there's no reason I want them to revive. That's my current thinking. Alright. So now that I have this... Yeah, okay, so now I'm just done. In fact, think I can do it without the time token. It sure looks to me as though that would be true. Here, let me take some dude who's not on anything. And I need to open that, yes. I might need him for stuff, for dealing with the fact that I have to step here. However, why would I go in here at all? If I wanted to exit this way or this way is why I would do that. I'm going to do something. I'm going to step on this checkpoint, going to step on this checkpoint, step on this checkpoint, step on this checkpoint, so I'm absolutely sure I have restore points. Step on this checkpoint too, you know? That just sounds like a good idea. Let's step on this checkpoint too. Okay, every checkpoint in this room is a restore point for getting back to where I was. I'm going to look this way since I have an opportunity. It's a dead end. I'll have to come this way at some point. That's a mushroom. Whoops, didn't clean this room right. And you get teleported to the... Wow, that's fascinating. I guess scripting is a way you could solve that problem. It feels like kind of a weird way, but okay. Yeah, there's a secret up there, or at least a room. Whoa, that's fancy. Okay, so restore to basically any checkpoint. Over here is one single room. I like those. Those are cool. Okay. There's nothing to the south. Alright, so that tells me this entry is 5 rooms, possibly more if the north one leads further out. Okay, so let's actually clean this room right. I think it would grow briar out here, but I could have the briar destroy this, and then I can leave this way, and that's fine. Now it still means... Oh, hold on, but there's a problem here, isn't there? Okay, so I still have all those checkpoints. I'm going to have to leave this... I'm going to have to resolve this to get over here, I think, right? Because... So what I'm going to do is I'll leave this room, I'll come back in... Let's do that again. Let's say I wanted to get from here over to here, and let's say that scripting hadn't done that. This would be closed, this would be closed, this would be open. So I have to use that orb to get back in there, and in order to do that... Oh, that's what the token is for. It's for access to further rooms after this has happened. Got it. Okay. So the token is not actually even necessary for this solution, as I proved by not stepping on it here. Hang on, I haven't cleared the room yet. I mean, I kind of have, but I haven't cleared it in a way that I can actually exit. And have it stay clear. I can exit, I have cleared it, but seeding beacon. Okay, so... I can take care of the seeding beacon myself and leave the room. I'm gonna just do that. But I do... No, the token is involved in doing this because I need him to step on... No, I don't. because this doesn't toggle with this. It's just the arrows, never mind. Okay, so just way down pressure plates for that and that. And I can take care of the seating beacon myself, not touch the time token. Close that, turn that off, leave the room. Okay, so this is my checkpoint if I want to get back to this state. All these others are my checkpoint if I want to get back to before I did that. So then, scripting turns off, Beathor can re-enter, and if I wanted to gain access to any of these three... This seems like such a weird mechanism though, like why would this be? I can... Perhaps it's a break that I was able to gain access to both of... No, one has to be open. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, so... in order to allow this, I can just do one of those. Well, okay, that's not quite true. So I need this off. All right, so go. Step on this. Stand here for a bit, then. Actually, yeah, that's all you need. Okay. Okay, and I have access to everything. Okay, so this room is clear and I have access to all three of these. I just have to go through a little bit of dance to do it. If I were to leave the entry and come back, let's make sure that all still works. It does. Okay, cool. Okay, good. So that was a very important room to solve. This opens up the rest of the entry to me. This was very enjoyable. I liked this room. I hope the rest live up to that standard. Don't know if I'll come back here next time or go somewhere else. Maybe I'll just chip away at this a little bit at a time when I have some extra time. A lot of extra time, because this one room could have taken a whole session on its own. But I did another entire level before that. Alright, I'll see you next time for something.